John Jones tribute to late brother Arthur, with Taylor Swift's See You Again. Rendition has fans puzzled. John Jones rarely posts anything unrelated to fighting, training, or the chaos that typically surrounds his name. However, this week, the former UFC champion quietly released a video on his Instagram story of Taylor Swift performing See You Again Live with Wiz Khalifa. No caption or explanation, just the song. And instantly, the MMA world lit up, trying to figure out what it meant. At first, fans reacted like MMA fans do, with quick jokes, confusion, and noise. But See You Again is more than just a pop song. It's one of the most moving tribute pieces from the last decade, based on grief, loss, and memories. And coming from Bones, who had suffered a heartbreaking loss just last month, the timing wasn't lost on anyone. John Jones pays a quiet tribute to his brother Arthur. The initial wave of reactions on the original post was one of shock and curiosity. John Jones' story, too. One fan wrote in the comments. Another wrote, "John Jones a Swiftie?" While others raced directly from Instagram to the comments. Who is here after seeing the story of John Jones, and Real will gonna viral because of John Jones? The reactions grew louder. John Jones will EF and Jones. The kind of chaotic fun that follows anything Bones touches online. Then the tone changed. Some fans looked a little closer, refusing to dismiss it as a random meme moment. And then it hits them. He lost his brother recently. We guess the song is the reason more than Taylor Swift covering it. One person wrote, cutting through the noise. Another called out the mockery directly. You idiots do realize that John Jones lost his brother, and maybe that's why he posts this. Such negativity. In a comment section that rarely takes a moment to think, the reminder hit like a reset button. Because for Bones, this wasn't about Swift going viral. This was about his brother Arthur. Just over a month ago, John Jones lost his older brother, Arthur Jones II. A former NFL player, Super Bowl champion, and someone the former heavyweight champion later described as everyone's best friend. The former NFL star had a heart problem for years before dying unexpectedly at the age of 39. Bones remained silent at first but soon gave a lengthy, heartfelt homage to his brother's kindness, love of the outdoors, and the joy he brought into every room. It was the kind of message that doesn't leave a person quickly. That's why See You Again mattered. Charlie Puth wrote the song in memory of a buddy, and it was used as Paul Walker's farewell in Furious 7. A song dedicated to brothers, friends, and untimely deaths. And in that context, John Jones sharing it on his Instagram story wasn't strange at all. It was human. So, while the internet argued over Taylor Swift, reels, and surprising appearances in John Jones' story, the meaning was straightforward. A brother remembering a brother. And for once, even MMA fans took the time to understand. In fact, it also broke the ice between UFC boss Dana White and Bones, who had quite a patchy relationship before the sudden death of Arthur Jones. Dana White opens up about his call with Jones after his brother's passing. Long before John Jones quietly shared a reel of See You Again, Dana White had already spoken publicly about Arthur Jones' death. During the build-up to UFC 320, the head honcho talked up his private conversations with Bones. White claimed that he contacted Jones several times after Arthur died and spoke fondly about the former NFL champion. Most of you probably interacted with Arthur at some point. He was such a great guy, he said. There was no arrogance, no business tone, and no typical tension between the two. Just a promoter talking about a fighter who lost his brother far too young. When someone passes in their sleep like that, not even 40 years old, it's brutal, White said with regret. He said that based on their conversations, John Jones appeared to be doing as well as anyone can, although such situations are never easy. With that backdrop, Jones' recent Instagram story appears less random and more like a moment of feeling slipping through the cracks, a reminder that while the world moves on, grief never does.